I will tell you that I was very encouraged with Beth Fauteux. I thought it was wonderful the way she was so enthusiastic about making changes in the community. A lot of enthusiasm, a lot of hard work. But she's got a big problem here in this election. She's refusing to comply with the campaign finance regulations for candidates. No, she's a first-time candidate, and I don't like to beat up on people who are just getting into the political process. But what's going on here is pretty bad. Really bad. She hasn't filed campaign finance reports. There has been we don't know how much money spent on her behalf, but we know there has been mailings, fundraiser, phone banks, in-kind donations. The Coalition for Social Justice has acknowledged that they used paid staff members to help her campaign, which is legal. They aren't required to publicize that at this point. They will later in the cycle. As a political organization, they'll have to report their activities on the schedule that the state has. But the recipient is required. A lot of people get behind these things, and the campaign finance stuff can be a little cumbersome. But I will tell you that Beth's problem has become very, very compounded. And here's the reason why. Under Massachusetts campaign finance laws, you are required to have a treasurer, not yourself, a treasurer for your campaign fund. You cannot legally conduct political activities in Massachusetts as a political candidate until you have a treasurer. You can't do it. You can't have fundraisers. You can't have mailings. You can't do phone banking. You can't print literature. You can't do any of that. Because we have disclosure laws in Massachusetts. People want to know who's supporting you. Who's funding your campaign? Where are you spending the money? You can't do any of that until you have a treasurer. Beth has never produced a treasurer for her campaign. So everything she's done, in addition to not filing the reports, has been illegal. And when I say it's compounded for this reason. There is nobody who is now going to step into that role. I can't imagine anybody would, at least. Because you have responsibilities, legal responsibilities, when you agree to become the treasurer of a political campaign. And why would anyone sign up for those headaches now that they're already not? Her campaign is already not in compliance with the law, vastly out of compliance. Hasn't filed reports, doesn't have a treasurer, shouldn't have done any of the activity. It's all done. Not only that, she won an election. People lost an election to her, and no one is sure how much money was spent on her behalf. No one knows where the money came from. Totally not following the campaign finance laws. And it's going to be impossible for her to begin to follow the law because the number one requirement, the initial requirement, you can go to the state campaign finance website, OCPF. Look it up. It's right there. It spells it right out for you. The number one first requirement is you have a treasurer. If you don't have a treasurer, you can't raise or expend any money. She has raised and expended money and not filed reports and doesn't have a treasurer. It's going to be impossible, I would suspect, for her to find anyone to sign up for these legal headaches. And so, therefore, she can't be doing anything else. It's been illegal from the beginning. And a lot of us in the media look the other way. WBSM did a story on it. Credit to our news department. I don't know if the Standard Times has done something. They could have, and I missed it. totally could have, and I missed it. She cannot legally be a candidate for this office. She can't legally be a candidate for this office. Yet she is. Remember, Hugh Dunn got 53% of the vote in this election. Beth got about 14. But it's a very troubling situation in that she's never going to be able to be a legal candidate. I'm not sure how she can appear on the ballot.